بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله رب العالمين اللهم صل على محمد وعلى آل محمد كما صليت على إبراهيم وعلى آل إبراهيم إنك حميد مجيد وبارك على محمد وعلى آل محمد كما باركت على إبراهيم وعلى آل إبراهيم إنك حميد مجيد. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi ta'ala wa barakatuh, our viewers all around the world, and welcome to this program. Today, inshallah, we will continue our conversation about the proper food. We did talk about the food that are appropriate for iftar. Inshallah, today we will continue about the other aspect of it, that will be the food that are more appropriate during sahur. Sahur is a sunnah. The Prophet ﷺ said, take sahur because there is a blessing in it. And we take sahur because it is a sunnah. But medically speaking, there is a great indication for you and I to take sahur, because the time to fast after a certain time, like the time to fast after about say like 8 hours, 10 hours, the body will start using not fat, but the body will start using proteins, breaking down proteins as source of energy, and this has a terrible devastating effect, because that will be like destroying your muscle, and that lead to other bad condition like starvation, emaciation, and so on. And that's why you see people who have been deprived of food, they look terrible. Their eyes are soaking and they're very weak. So this is one of the consequences that can happen if someone do not take sahur. And it is recommended by the Prophet ﷺ that we delay sahur so that we can have less time in a less fasting state. Alhamdulillah, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala alam. So just like some food are more indicated to be taken during iftar, there are some food that medically are recommended to be taken during suhoor. And what are those food? I mentioned simple sugar initially for suhoor, for iftar. So obviously for suhoor, the opposite will be more appropriate. In this regard, the complex type of sugar are more indicated. Complex type of sugar are more indicated because they do take time. They are released slowly over that long period of time. And where do we find that kind of complex type of sugar? The complex type of sugar are type of sugar that we find in grains, in things like cereal, and so on. And we also find it in some fruit and vegetables. So those are the most appropriate food when it's come to suhoor. In addition to that, things like highly fiber content type of food are very indicated, as they can prevent someone from having constipation and so on. What do you find that, and what are high fiber content? High fiber content obviously also include in the fruit and vegetables. You can also find that in things like cereal and so on. What should someone be avoiding? Obviously having white flour type of bread is something that someone should be avoided, especially during the night time, looking at the possibility of having constipation, looking at the possibility that this has less fiber content and so on. Obviously drinking enough water will be something that will be appropriate during that time. And in the same line, avoiding something like caffeine, avoiding something like tea during suhoor will be also appropriate, as those could serve as diuretic, meaning they can make someone going to the bathroom and urinate a lot, and at the end of the day, the person could end up having a day without adequate amount of fluid in his or her body. So those kind of things need to be avoided, if possible. In addition to caffeine, tea, in some part of Africa, people are using what's regularly called cola. They eat in cola. So cola has about similar effect than coffee and tea, in the sense that it can make someone also going to the bathroom a lot, kind of urinating a lot. I will have to mention, as I did before, that the bottom line is balanced diet. Is my recommendation. And when I say balanced diet, I mean a diet, with proper group of food, including fruit, vegetables, adequate amount of proteins, adequate amount of salt and sugar and other minerals, adequate amount of bread, milk, yogurt, and so on. Those elements has to be there in order for your body and my body to be able to fulfill its function. Therefore, in order for you and I to stay healthy while worshipping Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala during this month. In addition to that, my advice again is to be able to rationalize. When I say rationalize, you need to look at your overall condition. You need to overall assess your needs. You need to overall discuss some option with your primary care providers. That could include based on your medical condition. It could also include your activity. It could include your age. All those parameters need to be taken into account in order to properly design a proper and healthy nutritional plan for someone who is fasting. Because if we do not pay proper attention and follow the proper recommendation, we may end up hurting our body, either by having bad impact through eating too much, and or having bad effect through being undernourished. So either case can be detrimental to our body, and definitely we do not want to have that. Again, health is an asset. It is your responsibility, it is my responsibility to protect it. So inshallah we can worship Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala as He deserves to be worshipped. Inshallah I will stop here for the sake of time. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala forgive any shortcoming in our side, and may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala bless what we have said, and may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala accept our deed during this Ramadan. Those of us who are sick, may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala give them health. Those who are healthy, may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala make them even healthier, so together we can worship Him as He deserves to be worshipped. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala use this Ramadan to make us be even better Muslim. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala use this Ramadan to bring us closer to Him. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala give us the strength of Iman. May He give us the strength of health and physical and emotional health, so we can worship Him as He deserves to be worshipped. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi ta'ala wa barakatuh. Oh.